Hello and welcome or welcome back. I am back from my little trip and I have a timeless reading for you today again. Let's see what we need to talk about. The Four of Cups in reverse. Here you go. The Four of Cups is the energy of someone who is kind of stuck on the past or on options and things that they poured already a lot of their emotions into and a lot of their expectations, but it didn't bring the fruits, didn't return the favor in that way. But there is something else that is trying to come in, that is trying to be seen, that cannot be seen because the person is so stuck on this. And we're going to look into, I'm feeling called, because this came out in reverse. So I'm feeling that this is a topic that you are maybe struggling to look into, and we're going to look into it. We're going to see what are the three cups and what is the fourth cup. First, what are the three cups? What are the three cups? Three cups. Three cups is a new beginning. So maybe hoping for something to start anew, or for you to find a new version of yourself, start a new life. I'm gonna get for the four, please. For the four, or actually I meant to get another one for the three. Okay, for the three then, another one. Oh, we have two come out. Okay, we have the King of Coins, so someone building their material stability and their material success, and the Temperance card in reverse, so an imbalance in some way. So there was, what I'm seeing here is your focus was potentially on a person who is very materially bound, but this could be also yourself. So you being stuck on the material world, on building, on your actual work or your surroundings, what you know, the physical. There's this imbalance because you, at the same time, you have this stability, but there's this craving, this new, something new coming in. But this being the Three of Cups, and we have three cups come out. Of course, I see. Okay, we have the three cups come out. So the three things that you're really getting stuck on is this new beginning that you're hoping for, craving, wanting to step into. This unbalance that you feel, or some sort of like you don't feel 100%. But what I'm sensing is, just this unbalance within yourself, or unease. And then the third being the material, the building your life, work. Like material is what we spent like maybe 90% of our day on, if we aren't conscious of what we're doing. Well, what's the fourth cup? So what's the thing that they are not seeing that is trying to come in with a blessing? What is this? The Star in reverse. It's yourself. It's you standing in your own power and standing in your light, allowing yourself to shine as brightly as you are meant to. But you are blocking that. It's trying to come in and you're blocking it. Why? Okay, I meant to use another set. Why? Why is there a block to shine? The Seven of Pentacles. Because you were taught, or you have learned, to put your focus in the material world, you have associated your own self-worth or your own success with the material, and there's not enough belief in your ability to shine, I think, for you to really pour into that. So you're continuing to work on the material, continuing to wait for your harvest to come in. So it's almost like you're feeling deeply uncomfortable with this idea of having to release this, or recognize that this is potentially a coping mechanism, the overworking for some of you, the overfixation on material goods, on what people think of you as well, all these social structures and whatnot. What's the deeper reason though for this hyper focus on the work, on the material? The Ten of Cups in reverse. Oof. The Ten of Cups speaks of family life, blissful home life, and this is in reverse. So you might have experienced a difficult upbringing, or you might not, but you might have simply never have been shown what a good relationship looks like, a good relationship with yourself as well, not just with others, but with yourself. So there's this unbalance that continues to come up because you're not quite sure what you're doing. You're not quite sure how far to go, so you're just testing the waters. This could also be a relationship that ended, and with there being a child in this depiction, little baby, maybe the question of children was something that led to the ending of the relationship as well. This could also be a message only for some of you. Oh, we have this come up. Okay, we have more explanations for this, for the Three of Cups, for the situation. The Four Cups, sorry. We have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups upright. Yeah, exactly. The explanation there is the confirmation there that this is the explanation. So the Knight of Cups is, again, I'm feeling this sense of a relationship potentially, but it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it is this energy of someone that you either strive to be or that you've experienced, who's trying to get to a place where they're emotionally available and they feel content and they feel like they're able to give and take and to keep this balance up, the balance that you potentially are lacking. So there's this idealization of this, that you are, okay, that you crave to be perceived as. You want to be perceived as an emotionally balanced person. But the thing is, you have a lot of emotions, like everyone else, by the way. You have a lot of emotions that come up and that you deny yourself, that you do not want to address, a lot of pain, deep, deep pain that you do not want to address in a way. So it leads to you focusing. Okay, because the Fourth Cup, this you standing in your power, you shining your light, it is very much relating to your fear of facing this stuff as well. You're scared of admitting this about yourself, I think. Okay, what we're going to do with this, we're going to put these here. What is this lesson about? What is coming up here? Purification. Purification. You're going... Actually, this reminds me of a little visualization that I mentioned to a friend the other day. We were talking about trauma and generational behavioral patterns and all sorts that get passed down, and how with each generation it becomes a little less. Here and there, of course, you'll have spikes and whatnot, but in general it becomes less, and it's almost like a stream that has a lot of steps, and with every step a little bit of the dirt in the water gets stuck in there. And if the stream is long enough, if there's enough steps, if there's enough lessons, enough things to overcome, enough things to make you stop and think and get down to business to clean up whatever is needing cleaned up in your life and in yourself, then the more you do this, the cleaner the water becomes. And I think this is what you are doing. This is some stuff that you've been carrying for a long time, potentially for past lives, if you relate to that, if that resonates to you, that is coming up, and that is being asked for you to work through it so you can clear it, because your destiny is to turn this one upside down, to go from here to there. What is the step needed? What is needed to turn this turn the star upright? What do we need to do to help with the purification process? This lesson. Hydrate. Talking about water. Hydrate. And that is, it can be drink more. Maybe you need to have some more water here and there. But it's also this idea of allowing for things to go through you, the good, the bad, everything. Just make sure to catch what needs to be catched. Make sure to clean out what needs to be cleaned out. And you won't get everything every time. You can't. But it's the continuous coming back and the continuous conscious choice to clear yourself, to hydrate yourself, to let things flow through you, that will allow you to flow as well. Yes, because this is up right now and the water can flow out back into the pond, back into all that is. You can now share what you've been holding out from people. That is beautiful, my dear. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, what is this? The Knight of Swords. Your advice is to be very, very precise in your thoughts and your decisions. What does that mean? Make choices in your life that are aligned with this path that you are craving to go on, because you are craving this new beginning. Remember the Fool. You're craving it, but you are searching for it in the wrong places. What you need to do is to look into why you are so stuck on the material. Why do you think it is so important for you to see an outcome of your material success, or some sort of material success, for you to feel like you're a good person, like you're doing it right, like you deserve to be loved as well, and this relating to some sort of childhood stuff, right? Or an old relationship that didn't work out as you wanted it to. So being just really conscious. So everything we just said, I just reiterated, and being conscious of these things and making choices that are aligned with you standing in this version of yourself and being this version of yourself that can be honest and can shine brightly and just allow your light to guide the people that need it. And those for some they might not even see it because they're standing somewhere they can't, because they're too deep in the dark, or for some it might be too bright. But that does not change the effect that your light can have on people that are meant to see it. So continue to do your thing. Chicken wing. Yes, and another night, exactly. So this is very much, you are on the go, Yu-Gi-Oh! You're going fast. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight. The second fastest knight here. The Knight of Wands also coming up in reverse though. So there is still a lack of really stepping into this version of you that just goes ahead, steadfast, strongly, believing in where you're going, believing in yourself and what you're doing. There is still a bit of a shyness there. A bit of a shyness. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. What can we do? One more for advice. For advice very specifically. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Release the opinions of others. Release what other people think of you. It doesn't matter. You know who you are. This came out in reverse, by the way, so this is why I'm speaking on release. You know who you are and you know what you're doing. So don't be fearful, but be courageous. If you want a new beginning, then you have to embody the Fool. You have to embody someone who is fearless, maybe a little bit naive, but you have to be the Fool and at the same time take with you this stability that you have been working on. Be the person who knows what they're doing. Be the person who is very adamant in where they're heading. Yeah, so it's not about throwing the baby out with the bathwater and saying you focusing on the material is completely bad. No, but take what you can and release the rest, just like the river, just like the little stream, getting clearer with each movement, each flow, each time that passes. And be that, and be clear, and be yourself. Be yourself. That is the most beautiful thing you can do for this world, is to be yourself. Of course, your freedom should not impede someone else's freedom to be themselves either. Fertility. Oh, abundance coming in. So much sweetness, so much goodness, so much happiness I'm feeling. And you feeling like you, look at this. You have this little creature here that almost, I don't know if you can see, but he looks like the Temperance card. And it's almost like he's there saying, yeah, I did it. I found in his little bubble there, in a way. He built himself something where he can be himself, where he can feel fertile and happy and courageous. And all of this is connected to your karma, because we have the North Node here. This is all a lesson. This is all a lesson. This is all a purification process. So allow yourself to get purified. Allow yourself to go through all the hurdles, because every hurdle will pick up a little bit of dirt to allow yourself to feel lighter and brighter for the next step. And this is your message for the day, my dears. Thank you so much if you made it up to here. For personal readings, my contact is down there somewhere. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.